Hola, bienvenidos a la clase de español. Yo soy Gerardo Córdoba. Mi nombre es Gerardo Córdoba. Yo soy de San José, Costa Rica. En los Estados Unidos, yo soy de Miami. Yo soy el maestro de español en la Escuela Intermedia de Iwakuni. First of all, I would like to say thanks. Thanks for allowing your children to be part of the Spanish class. Thank you very much. In my Spanish classes, I speak Spanish, regardless of the level of the course, and make an effort to remain in the language for at least 90% of the time, as this is the DIA's expectation and best practice. I am aware of the work and dedication required to learn a foreign language. Therefore, I expect my students not to understand the message in many instances. And for that reason, I invite them to ask questions, participate, pay close attention, avoid distractions or distracting their peers. Most of my students are not accustomed to the language. Therefore, I strive to speak in a slow manner using gestures, signs, drawings, and written words to make my message understood. I strongly believe that students need plenty of input to become familiarized with the language. However, that input must be comprehensible. I strongly believe in the language acquisition theory proposed by Stephen Krashen, which is based on comprehensible input in the foreign language. His theory basically focuses on the importance of receiving information that is comprehensible. Lots of information that is understood. This includes lots of repetition, continuously questioning students to check for understanding to the message. If your children come back home saying that they do not understand, please, por favor, invite them to ask questions. Invite them to participate and not be afraid, not to be shy, to express themselves when they have the opportunity. At Iwakuni Middle School, we have 3 different Spanish classes. Introduction to Spanish, Spanish 1, and Spanish Level 2. Introduction to Spanish, this is a semester-long class. In theory, it is a course dedicated mainly to learning about the different cultures of the Spanish language world. Therefore, students will learn about different aspects of the Spanish culture. However, I strongly believe that every course will teach the kids cultural aspects of the language. Therefore, my focus will not remain culture-based, but the language itself. Before the end of the semester course, students should be able to count, talk about family, describe people, talk about the weather, the calendar, parts of the body, use properly some of the most frequently used verbs of the language. Spanish level one, this is a year-long class, and students will earn one credit, one high school credit. This course includes skills from the Introduction to Spanish course, even though the introduction is not a requirement. But in addition to following the suggested curriculum for Spanish 1, the course will mainly cover expressions in the simple present tense. Orally, the progress is minimal. Just like a young toddler who expresses words after much input and many hours in contact with the language. However, students began to comprehend some simple conversations, and students learn to extract the meaning of written messages. In Spanish level 2, the progress continues. Besides recognizing different ways in the simple present tense, students advance to use the simple past tense and future tense, while improving their vocabulary and their ability to recognize spoken messages. According to the American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages, by the end of the second year of Spanish, students should be able to perform at a level of novice high or intermediate low. For that reason, a test sponsored by the council will be administered at the end of level 1 and again at the end of level 2 to measure progress. If your children continue with the Spanish language throughout high school, they should acquire a high level of control of the language. Towards the end of the first semester of Spanish level 1, students are invited to start reading from a small collection of Spanish books and magazines available in the room. However, if there's any Spanish publication that students are interested in reading, they're more than welcome to bring the book to class. Reading is extremely important to acquire more vocabulary in context. Regarding grades, the official grades are the ones posted in Grade Speed, and not necessarily the ones posted in any Google Classroom. Please feel free to contact me for any issues that may come up. If possible, let's solve any issues with a virtual or face-to-face meeting. This will help avoid any misinterpretation of a written message. Please, if you speak Spanish or any foreign language, share it with your child. You are the best teacher your child can have. Again, thanks for your trust and for allowing your child to take part of the Spanish class. Muchas gracias. Adiós.